I wasn't invited to Christmas dinner last year. My mom cried on the phone, whispering, "Just give it time, honey." My dad told me I was dead to him for walking away from Wall Street. To them, I'd tossed my future, their legacy, into the trash. But last week, I watched my uncle on national TV, thanking a mystery entrepreneur for saving his flailing business. That nobody? Me. Subscribe for more real stories that hit deep and stay with you. I'm Jason Leary, 34, from Brooklyn. I used to wear tailored suits, drink $14 cold brew, and work in a sleek midtown tower as a financial analyst. On LinkedIn, I looked like the American dream. But inside, I was unraveling. The pressure, the posturing, it broke me. One day, I just walked out. Now I run a platform called Local Lift, which helps mom-and-pop shops build digital storefronts for next to nothing. No one in my family respects it. They call it a hobby. But it's changing lives, quietly. It happened on a Tuesday. I'd just landed a massive client account, a $12 million portfolio. My managing director clapped me on the back like I'd won the Super Bowl. Everyone cheered. But in the elevator on the way back down, my hands started shaking. I couldn't breathe. I dropped my phone. My reflection in the mirrored walls looked like a stranger. I stumbled out onto 42nd Street and kept walking. Past Grand Central, past the pretzel carts, past everything that used to mean success. I didn't go back. My dad didn't believe me at first. "You left your job, how? Without a backup?" He thought I was bluffing. I wasn't. I cashed out my savings, moved into a tiny studio in Bushwick, and started sketching out a site I'd dreamed of for years, a toolkit for local businesses to survive online without being gouged by tech giants. I told my parents I was consulting. It sounded better than building something no one's heard of. The first year was brutal. I worked out of coffee shops and my apartment, coding until 3 a.m., and Googling how to file LLC paperwork. No investors, no hype. Just me, my laptop, and a stubborn belief that corner stores and family diners deserved a fighting chance online. I'd email 30 small businesses a day. Most ignored me. Some replied with, "Is this a scam?" My family didn't get it. "So, it's like Craigslist?" my mom would ask. My dad stopped asking altogether. At one point, he told a family friend I was taking time to find myself, like I'd run off to Bali with a journal. Thanksgiving was the worst. Everyone went around the table saying what they were grateful for. When it got to me, my dad said, "Jason's still figuring things out." I wanted to vanish into the mashed potatoes. But that night, I got a reply from a bakery in Detroit. They signed up, sold out of pre-orders in 2 weeks, and sent me a thank you card. I pinned it on the wall above my desk. About 2 years in, I nearly pulled the plug. My savings were thin, growth was slow, and every Thanksgiving rerun of Shark Tank felt like a personal attack. Then, one morning, I woke up to 347 new sign-ups. Confused, I checked the traffic sources. Someone had posted a glowing review of Local Lift on Reddit. It was a screenshot of a local bike repair shop's sales dashboard, showing how their revenue tripled after using my tools. The shop owner said, "This site saved us." We were 1 week from closing. I stared at the screen for a long time, not just because of the sign-ups, but because the shop was in Rochester, near where my dad grew up. 2 days later, I got an email from a familiar name. LEARY Brothers. Hardware, my uncle's store, the one my dad used to work at as a teenager. They wanted help going digital and had no idea I ran the platform. I didn't tell them it was me. I replied under my admin alias, JL Support, the same one I used for all customer service inquiries. I treated my uncle like any other client. He wanted to bring his inventory online, set up contactless payments, and offer curbside pickup. I walked him through every step, built a custom landing page, and even threw in a free design overhaul. All without saying a word about who I was. Part of me wanted him to know. To say, "Hey, it's your loser nephew saving your shop." But another part wanted to see what would happen if I just let the work speak. A few weeks later, he emailed, "Sales are up 40%. I don't know who you are, but you're damn good at this. Thank you." I stared at that line for a long time. My dad had never said those words to me. Not once. Not even when I got my MBA. And yet, here I was, somehow helping preserve the very legacy my dad worshipped, without him even knowing. 3 months later, I got a text from my mom. "Uncle Rob's being interviewed on Channel 7 tonight. Something about the shop. You should watch." I wasn't sure why she texted me. We hadn't spoken much since Christmas. But at 6 p.m., I sat on my secondhand couch with a bowl of leftover noodles and turned on the local news. There he was. Uncle Rob, standing proudly in front of Leary Brothers Hardware, the new website on a screen behind him. He said, "We were in trouble. The economy hit us hard, but someone online helped us. An incredible platform for small businesses. I don't know who runs it, but they saved our store." Then came the kicker. The reporter asked, "Would you like to meet this person if they're watching?" He laughed, looked right into the camera, and said, "Absolutely. I owe you a beer, or a whole bar." I didn't realize I was crying until a tear hit the corner of my phone screen. A few minutes later, another text from my mom. "Your dad said we should invite you for Sunday dinner." Sunday dinner felt like walking into a dream I wasn't sure I belonged in anymore. The smell of roast chicken, the clatter of dishes, it was all the same. But the silence when I walked in? Different, heavy, expectant. My dad looked up from carving the meat. "Hey," he said, flat. "Grab a plate." We ate mostly in silence. My mom filled it with small talk. My sister poked at her food, clearly trying not to say something. Then Uncle Rob walked in late, still in his shop apron. He brought a six-pack and a wide grin. "Hope I'm not crashing," he said. "Heard a rumor the founder of Local Lift might be here tonight." My fork stopped mid-air. The room froze. My dad squinted. "What?" Uncle Rob pointed at me. "It's him. Found out this morning. My store's new site? This guy built it, and he never even told me. That's class." My dad looked at me for a long time. Then, quietly, "You built that?" I nodded. He didn't say, "I'm proud of you." But he refilled my glass. That was enough. A month after that dinner, my dad asked if I could help his friend digitize his auto shop. He didn't say much, just handed me a business card and said, "He needs someone who knows what they're doing." We never had a big sit-down talk. No apology, no dramatic moment of healing. But slowly, things changed. My mom started sending me articles about small business grants. My sister asked if her friend's startup could use Local Lift. And my dad? He stopped calling it your little website. Uncle Rob emailed me every week with updates. Online orders are stronger than ever. We're even hiring again. One time he signed off with, "We owe you more than a beer. We owe you our future." It still surprises me how quiet redemption can be. No spotlight, no standing ovation. Just a few open doors, a few softened words, and finally, a seat at a table that once felt bolted shut. Not because I fought my way in, but because I built something that mattered.